and welcome to CABC. I'm Nina and this is
Anna.
Should we take off the mouse so people can see who we really are? Welcome to CABC. It's really great that you've joined us today. I hope you have lots of fun with us today. Do you ever have to wear masks or dress up for things? Maybe you've been in a show and you've had to dress up for a costume or something. And what are you like when you take off your costume? Because that's what we're looking at this month, to see what we're going to be like when we take off our costume and who people really see. So that's what we're going to be looking at in this month. So, but first, Hannah, I thought I'd get you to help me do a game.
Okay.
So are you ready? So what you've got to do is you've got to blow it and keep it on the pathway and don't come off the pathway. Okay. It's the first one to the end. Okay. All right. So on your marks, get set, go. Oh, she's fast. I came off. I'd have to start it again otherwise. Well, tell you what, that looked quite easy for you. I mean, I had this zigzaggy path.
Yeah.
Which path would you have chosen if you had to play this game? Would you do the zigzaggy path or the straight path? Hannah, can you show us the memory verse? That might help us choose. Anyone who lives without blame walks safely, but anyone who takes the crooked path will get caught. And that's from Proverbs 10 verse 9. We're going to be looking at that this month in CABC. So yeah, which path would you choose? The path that is truthful and that will help us walk safely and avoid the crooked path? Let's see the rest of the videos and see what the Sewing Show have to say today. We'll be back later to talk to you more. See you soon. Bye.
Are you always you? Let me try that again. Are you always the same you, no matter who you're with? It's tempting sometimes to wear two different faces in two different places. You're polite to your teacher, but you snap at your mom. Or you answer every question in small group, but you don't speak up when a kid at school is being bullied. Or you're always careful with screen time at home, but at a friend's house, you visit websites your parents haven't okayed. You tell yourself you're not lying. Not really. Not with your mouth. But your actions say that you're two different people. Instead, you can choose to be truthful in all you say and do. Treat everyone with respect, not just the people who can help you. Choose to always obey your parents, even if they're not around. And if you love building epic Lego creations at home, don't pretend at school you don't like Legos because it might not be cool. When you choose to be the you that God made you to be, no matter where you are, others can see God at work in you. That's why integrity is an amazing way to worship God with your life. Because worship is about more than just singing loud. It's all about living loud.
Took a breath, you had a plan for my every step. You promised to always be by my side. I believe that you are the way, you are the truth, you are the light. So I sing this to you. You keep your promises every day. I will believe in everything that you say. Yeah, in the dark I know you're making a way. Jesus, I will trust you.
Okay. I like to go swimming. My favorite snack is apricots. I always forget to mail my dad a birthday card.
Oh, okay, those are good ones. What's the lie? Swimming. You don't really like swimming.
Actually, I do. Like
Oh,
the lie was the
no.
birthday card. I'm pretty great about remembering birthdays.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that's impressive. Okay, my turn. I have hair. I wear glasses. I'm immune to gravity.
Okay, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with the gravity thing.
Oh! Yes, how'd you know?
I don't know.
All right, you go.
Here we go. Okay. I hate pepper jelly. I used to be afraid of chipmunks. I own 42 copies of the book The Hobbit.
I know this one. I know it's The Hobbit. That's because you only own 39 copies of The Hobbit.
Do you count my books?
I am the son of an astronaut. I eat chocolate pudding at 3 a.m. and I have 12 toes.
Okay. The game is 2 truths and a lie, John, not 3 lies. Neither of your parents is an astronaut. You wouldn't eat chocolate pudding at 3 every morning because you always need help opening your pudding cups. And as far as the 12 toes, I think I would have noticed.
You don't know how many toes I have? You don't know.
I mean, no, I believe you. I believe you.
I'm going to show him.
No. Hey everyone, I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and welcome to the Sue and Sue Show.
You're so funny. He's so funny. The so-and-so show, John. But he's right. Welcome to our most devoted, loyal, happy audience who always warms our hearts, gives us purpose, and makes us feel so cheerful.
Wow, you are in a good mood today?
I'm always in a good mood, John.
Really?
I'm the peppiest person I know.
Oh, you must not know a lot of people.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Any minute now.
Any minute now, what?
Oh, I'm interviewing later today to be a member of a very prestigious society. The interviewer should be here any minute now.
What's the society?
Oh, the Society of Sincerely Perpetually Peppy People.
Oh, you're being sincere.
Yeah, of course I'm being sincere. I'm a sincerely, perpetually peppy person.
You?
I am!
Okay.
Okay, maybe I'm not always peppy, but anyone is a member of the SOS PPP, and I prefer being a perpetually peppy person who's popular. Plus, it looks really good on a resume. So if you'll just make me look good in front of the interviewer, I would really appreciate it. Do you think you can do that for me, best friend in the whole world?
Sure.
All right.
Hello, peppy people! My name is Samantha, and I'm the Senior Assistant Selector for the Society of Sincerely Perpetually Peppy People.
Well, welcome.
Oh, you must be Brandon.
Oh, what? No, I'm John. This is Brandon.
Yes.
Oh.
Hi, I'm the Brandon the person you wanted to see when you he's me.
It is a pleasure, Brandon.
Sit.
I am sitting.
No.
Oh, hey, sit down. I mean, would you here have a seat? Here.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
On the chair that there's.
Thank
I was
you.
putting
Thank
out for
you.
you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So, how are you doing today, Brandon?
Splendidly. I'm so good because of all of the birds and the sunshine and the happy thoughts.
Yeah. He was so happy this morning. I barely recognized him.
Oh, John.
I mean, I looked at him and I said, "Whoa, who is this?"
Please stop helping me.
Like, I really like your club.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We at the Society of Sincerely Perpetually Peppy People pride ourselves on our constant cheerfulness, happiness, peppiness, merriment, glee, and bliss.
Don't those all mean the same thing?
Let's get to the interview, shall we?
Oh, I love interviews.
Actually, it's more of a game.
Oh, I love games.
Yeah, me too. Can I play too?
Of course,
Awesome.
of course. So I'll hold up a photo, and you say the first thing that pops in your head.
Oh, I love saying the first thing that pops into my head. I do it all the time. Door. Lamp. Giant pencil. I'm having so much fun.
Okay. All right, so photo number 1. Brandon, you go first.
Okay, sleep. No, I only say that because sleep is what I want to do when I watch soccer. I mean, it's not a negative thing. Sleep is important for your health.
Okay, try to keep your answers to 1 or 2 words, okay?
Oh, right, yeah. Okay,
right. John?
Fun.
Okay. Numero 2.
Brain freeze.
Yummy.
3.
Loud.
Beautiful.
Ants.
Oh, watermelon.
Expensive.
Party.
Excuse me. Brandon, are you okay?
Of course. Why?
Well, it just seems your answers don't seem particularly perpetually peppy.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I think I'm just nervous. I mean, you're the senior assistant selector. If I'd have known they were bringing the SAS of the SOS PPP here, I'd have been more personally prepared to be perpetually peppy.
I see. Yeah. But just so you know, the Society of Sincerely Perpetually Peppy People isn't for everyone. Some people are only peppy periodically, and that's okay.
It is?
Certainly! You know, some people only want to join the society because they think it'll make them popular.
What?
I know. But what really matters is staying true to who you are.
Oh.
Yeah. So, let's get on with the game, shall we? All right, I just have 1 more picture.
Oh!
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys,
Hey, Kellen.
Hey, Galen.
I am very excited for our story today, so let's jump right in.
Take it away.
Okay, over 2,000 years ago, around 600 BC, there was a kingdom called Babylon with a king named Nebuchadnezzar. King Nebuchadnezzar was not exactly a good guy. In fact, he was pretty evil. King Nebuchadnezzar, you know what? That's a really long name. So I'm just going to call him King Nebi. King Nebi and his army surrounded and attacked the city of Jerusalem. And he stole from the temple of God. Then King Nebi gave the order to take some of the Israelites hostage so they could be his personal servants. He wanted only the smartest, strongest, and healthiest to be brought to Babylon as captives to learn his ways and serve him at his palace. One of the men captured was named Daniel. Daniel wasn't exactly a superhero. He was just a person like you and me, but he was put to a big test. As part of their training, the men who were captured were ordered to eat food from the king's table. This food was different than the food they normally ate to honor God. And Daniel and his 3 friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, believed the king's food would make them unclean. So Daniel asked an official for permission to eat something else. But the official was afraid that if Daniel and his friends didn't eat the king's food, they would become weak and unhealthy. But Daniel was determined to stay true to who he was and to honor God no matter what. So he convinced the guard to give him and his friends only vegetables and water for 10 days. And after the 10 days, Daniel and his friends looked stronger and healthier than everyone. After that, Daniel and his friends were allowed to eat the food they wanted.
God gave these 4 men knowledge and understanding. They became some of the wisest men in the kingdom. It may not have been the best circumstance. Daniel and his friends had lost their homes. They'd lost their freedom. But with God's help, they kept their honesty and their integrity, and they stayed true to who God made them to be. The end.
What a cool story.
Yeah, even with all that pressure to be like everyone else, Daniel chose to be himself.
You find a lot of that in the Bible. Look at Jesus. It would have been really easy for Jesus to go along with the crowd, but instead, he only lived the way he knew was true, even if it meant giving his life up for you and me.
It's incredible. Thanks, Kellen.
Hey, see you next time, Kellen.
No problem, fellas. Bye.
Bye. John, you were right.
Whoa. You think I was right about something? Oh, do go on.
No, it's about the Society of Sincerely Perpetually Peppy People. That's not me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, it's not. And I'm okay with that. I mean, it's great to be happy and peppy, but it's also good to have other emotions too. And I'd rather be myself than try to fit into some club.
That's awesome. Brandon, I am very proud of you.
Thank you, John.
I'm practically perpetually proud.
Okay.
I am positively pleased.
Okay, stop. Reveal the question. How do you want people to describe you?
That's interesting. How do I want people to describe me? What do I want to be known for? I want to be known as the life of the party, the guy who can, stick out his tongue and touch his nose.
And I want people to describe me as someone who's sometimes peppy, sometimes not, and that's okay. What about you? How do you want people to describe you?
Hey, look! I did it. I stuck out my tongue and I touched my nose.
Yeah, that's very, very
Isn't that
talented.
good?
We'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show.
Yeah, bye! Please place the pleated pressed pants on the plain pressing plank.
A pack of pesky pixies. A pack of pesky pixies.
Frothy fructose. Frontogenesis.
That was
fructose.
September.
Mom makes mashed marmalade. Gum gets gooey. Gum gets gumptious. Gooey, gumptious gum is gargantuanly gooey.
Okay.
Hi Wave, my name's Ruth and it's great to be back with you this week. There was a man at the beginning of our video today that asked us a question, and that question was, are you always you, whoever you are with? Bit of a strange question. What he's really trying to say is, do you act differently in different groups of people? Maybe differently at school to how you are at home, to how you are with a certain group of friends. We got asked another question as well on that video. The So-and-So Show finished by asking us, how do we want people to describe us? They're not talking about whether we're tall or short, fat or thin, whether we've got grey hair or brown hair, how old we are, whether we're a boy or a girl. They're not asking those questions. They're asking about how they describe our personality or our character. What sort of people are we? So I can't ask you for some examples of that today because I won't hear your answers. So I went to the CABC team instead and I asked them to give us some words that help describe people, the type of people they are. So let's have a listen and see what they came up with.
Friendly.
Mean.
Gentle.
Selfish.
Kind.
Bossy.
Rough. Ow. Ooh.
Generous.
Wow, there were loads of words there, weren't there? Some were good, they described good things. Some maybe not so good. Not sure I'd want to always be described like that, would you? So, what would happen if I went to your group of friends? What words do you think they might use to describe you? And then maybe I might go to the teachers at school. What words might they use to describe you? And finally, I might go and collect some words from the people you live with. Ask them how they might describe you. And I wonder, if I did that, would I get 3 lists that were basically the same? Or would I get 3 lists that looked quite different as you put on a mask maybe in some of those places? So I had to think. And I thought, well, if I were to go to the people I work with, my colleagues, how might they describe me? So I came up with some words. I put them on a mask. So one of the first words was nice. I think they describe me as being quite nice. Calm. Somebody's once told me I'm calm. Honest. I do my best to tell the truth when I'm at work. And hard-working. I work hard. But if I were to come home and ask the people at home, the people I live with, how they might describe me, maybe my mask might be a bit different. Maybe it'll say I'm a bit stroppy. Maybe it'll say that I'm a bit unkind sometimes. But oh look, it still says I'm honest, and it still says I'm hard-working. So we don't always change everything. Some things were the same, some things a bit different. But in today's story, Daniel and his friends had a challenge, didn't they? They were put in a situation where they had to make a choice. Did they go along with what they were being asked to do that was against their beliefs and the things that they'd done for God all along? Or did they stick to the things that they knew to be true? But they picked a route, didn't they? They spoke wisely and they spoke politely. And they kept their integrity. They didn't say they wouldn't do what was asked, but they did question whether that was the best way. And having done so, they kept the same face. They didn't put a mask on in front of those new people. They kept their true selves. And that was then seen. So later on, when jobs were being given out and roles were dished out, they were given responsible things to do because they'd shown that they just had one face, no mask, no pretending at different times. God wants us to be the people he's made us to be. He wants us to be the best we can be. And to do that, integrity is important. So what would happen if you were in the situation, maybe you'd borrowed your mum or your dad's phone and the screen had got smashed? Quite a serious thing, really. The phone gets put down and the person who owns it comes back and asks, do you know what happened? You've got a choice. You can tell a lie, make up a story, or you can tell the truth. There's going to be consequences to whichever you choose. So you need to decide which you're going to do. If we're to be the best we can be and we're to keep our integrity, then telling the truth is really important. Being honest is important. That's one of the things God asks us to do. So having integrity is a challenge. It doesn't always come easy. Sometimes we're put in positions where we have to take a stand. We have to be prepared to not put on a mask, but to be our true selves. So when we go on a stage, when we act out, we put on a mask. Not the mask we're being asked to wear at the moment to keep each other safe, but a mask that just changes the descriptions of our character and our personality. So I've got a challenge for you this week. I wonder if you can get some paper out. It could be scrap paper, could be a bit of card. And I want you to cut out a mask shape. It could be any shape you choose. And then I want you to write on one side, what would people at school say about you? What would your friends, how would they describe you? And then I want you to write on the other side, maybe how your family might describe you. And then I want you to think about how God would want. Which of those descriptions does God want to pull out and see on both sides? Those are the things to then work on this week. Work on the positive things that you know God has made you to be so that you can be the best you can be. God's right there beside us. He doesn't leave us to do this on our own. So ask him for his help. So before we finish, we're going to do just that. And the only way we do that is to pray. And all a prayer is talking to God, having a chat with God. So let's just sit quietly for a moment and ask for his help this week, that we may have integrity, whoever we're with and wherever we are. Dear God, thank you that you are the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. You never change. In everything you say and do, you are truthful. We can trust you no matter what. God, you made each of us in your image, and we want to reflect you to others. God, help us to show integrity, to be truthful in whatever we say or do. In your name we pray. Amen. So let's go our separate ways, but keep our one face on without a special mask this week. I hope you have a good week, and I hope that you are able to keep the face on that God has given you, because the one he gives us is the best. Bye. See you next week.